Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Told you guys transfer portal season was going to be chaotic. We didn't even make it to Tuesday. We didn't even make it to April the 16th. Last night, Tennessee suffered their first casualty. Made a video on this last night. Elijah Herring is into the portal. If you missed that, you can go back and give it a watch. You know, we've had the conversations this week about the portal and how Josh Heupel is going to sit down. He's going to talk to his players. Some of these players are going to make the decision to go look for money. Some of these players are going to be asked to leave, and some of these players are going to be just looking for playing time. According to what Austin Price, Brent Hubbs, the way they've kind of put a spin on it, sounds like Elijah Herring just wants to be that dude. He wants to be a starter. I think he was going to push to be in the two deep. You know, in the video last night, I talked about Elijah Herring led this football team in tackles, but he is surrounded by a lot of talent. Now, what you guys had to say about Herring entering the portal last night, your first concern was his brother. What does this mean for Caleb Herring? Again, scanning through the Monday night chat over at VolQuest, AP, Hubbs both seem to say Caleb Herring most likely going to be in orange this fall. He's going to stick around at Tennessee, but never say never. I think it was AP he said it time and time again. If we, the fans, knew what those guys, the insiders, hear on a daily basis when it comes to rumors, when it comes to transfer portal, guys that, hey, I'm going to the portal, and then they never do. They never enter their name. So never say never when it comes to the world of the transfer portal, but we have suffered our first casualty. I fully expect more guys to be entering the portal. I'm expecting a wide receiver to enter the portal. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep you guys up to date. I'll try to get videos out as quickly as possible when guys do enter the portal, or if there's any rumors, any movement at all. But one of the interesting things that I saw as I was reading the Monday night chat over at VolQuest, you guys know I've been talking about the running back position. We need to add a running back in the transfer portal. And somebody point blank asked Hubbs, are you still feeling no running back getting added this spring? Brent Hubbs' response, I don't feel as strong about that as I did a couple of weeks ago. So is Tennessee looking for a running back? Does it have to be the right fit? I think that is part of the thing here. It's a key to this is it's got to be the right fit. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. But as always, guys, do me a favor, smash the thumbs up just below the video. It's quick, free. It's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't talk at you. We talk with you. We speculate on the news, the rumors, the insider's point of view. We'll bring it here and we'll talk about it because that's what psychotic, passionate Tennessee fans do. If you're new to the channel, welcome, man. Go ahead and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live, when we drop videos. It's going to be live tonight, Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to play some NCAA football. We do it every Tuesday. Starting a new season tonight. Now's the time to come show up, hang out. We'll talk about the portal. We'll talk about rumors. We'll talk about spring camp. We talk Tennessee football all night long. So come check that out tomorrow night, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Jamal Wallace is going to be in the house. Let's talk about this running back room. And you can pull up the depth chart. You can pull up the roster. I know we all have confidence, right, in Dylan Sampson. I think that's pretty much obvious. Going into the season, I was a little concerned. I wanted Jabari Small to come back. I think Jabari Small could have really helped this football team in 2024. I think he could have been that 1-2 punch with Dylan Sampson. And, you know, maybe even last year we saw what Dylan Sampson did. You had Jalen Wright, Jabari Small. Sampson got a lot of carries too. And I think between those two guys, Dylan Sampson, Jabari Small, and also Cam Seldon, I think you had not only a good solid 1-2 punch, maybe even a three-man rotation, three-headed monster, similar to last year. You also had depth, right? It's a physical, violent league. I know that's cliche and we say it all the time, but that's the reality of playing in the SEC. And now we're seeing that. Cam Seldon banged up. Now you've lost two guys out of that three-man rotation because Jabari Small has chose to move on. Cam Seldon banged up. Likely not back till October, guys. You got to realize October is getting into the season. Who's going to be that second man in the rotation? Dylan Sampson, Khalifa Keith, Deshaun Bishop. What happens if Dylan Sampson goes down? Again, that's, you know, I'm not trying to speak that into existence. Knock on wood, we don't want that to happen, but we need depth at that running back position. Josh Heupel is in a weird place. Josh Heupel is in a very weird place because two of his backs that he thought he could maybe count on, Peyton Lewis comes in. If he gets an opportunity in the spring, maybe that's your third man in the rotation. He's out. He misses all of spring. Asking a true freshman to come in and go through fall camp and be ready to go when the season kicks off, that's a lot to ask. I don't think Peyton Lewis is going to be ready. So if one man goes down, now we're looking at Khalifa Keith, a guy that had, 10 carries a year ago, averaged 2 yards a carry, and Deshaun Bishop, a guy that's never touched the football in an SEC game or a college football game. I'm not talking bad about the kids. I hope they have great careers. I saw some good things from Deshaun Bishop in the orange and white game. The way they moved him out to the slot excites me. So as Josh Heupel, how do you solve this problem? How do you keep Cam Seldon, Peyton Lewis, Deshaun Bishop, Khalifa Keith, Dylan Sampson? How do you keep all those guys happy, but still make sure you add depth to the running back room? Now, I saw somebody over at VolQuest, one of the listeners, put this name out there, a guy that just recently entered the transfer portal, Louisville running back Penny Boone. This is an article from ESPN. Says Louisville running back Penny Boone told ESPN on Monday that he plans to enter the transfer portal, marking his second transfer in 4 months. That first sentence, does a big red flag go up? 2 transfers in 4 months? This is college football in 2024. What are we doing? Why are we transferring twice in 4 months? Says Boone left Toledo and entered the portal in January, choosing the Cardinals. Started his career at Maryland before transferring to Toledo, where he was the MAC Offensive Player of the Year. Ran for 1,400 yards and 15 touchdowns last season and was ranked 8th among all FBS backs in rushing yards and number 11 in rushing yards per game. It goes on to talk about Louisville's running back room there. Don't care much about that. It says prior to choosing Louisville, Boone had been considering Florida State and Kentucky, but it's unclear as of yet if other schools will get in the mix. Coaches are not allowed to contact student athletes until they officially enter the portal. Boone will still have 1 year of eligibility remaining to play for the next school of his choosing. So, that's something, too, is a one-and-done guy. Is that the answer here, where you can sit down with Khalifa Keith and Deshaun Bishop and Cam Seldon, and your younger guys, right, Peyton Lewis, you can sit down with those guys and say, hey, this is the reality of the situation. We've got injuries, and we need some depth. We need some help. You go out and you get a guy like Penny Boone, and you can see here this tweet from College Football Report lists him as one of the top 15 running backs coming into the 2024 season. He's 11th on that list. But you ask yourself again, and that's why Josh Heupel, how do you make this decision? Because you're looking at a guy, and he's got 1 year of eligibility. You bring him into the running back room. You need help. I'm going to continue to double down on that. We need a running back going into this 2024 season. But then you go back to a year ago. Guys, remember the name of Lynn J. Dixon? Maybe the shortest reign as a volunteer of all time. Is Josh Heupel worried about that? Is he worried about bringing in a guy that's transferred twice within 4 months? But you're talking about a guy that has elite talent, right? Ran for 1,400 yards, averaged 7.2 yards per carry, 15 touchdowns. You bring him into this offense, I think he would have a ton of success. You can go look at the portal. Let's go take a look at the portal. Again, officially open today. We're going to continue to see names flood into that. But you go look at the portal. You can sort by running back. Who would you guys take? Who interests you? I'm running with Penny Boone because I saw the poster on VolQuest mention that name. Thought it was an interesting story. Kind of put some a little spin on what Josh Heupel has to deal with as he tries to patch up this running back room. I think Josh Heupel knows he needs a running back. You're just trying to balance the chemistry of that room. But if you go pull up the transfer portal here, sort by the running back position, you can see a kid from Indiana just transferred to Minnesota. You've got Penny Boone there just going in from Louisville. You got some guys that entered the portal earlier, Rodney Hill, Rashad Amos going to Mississippi State, Star Thomas. We talked about Dallin Hayden. We talked about Damian Martinez. I think those are guys that would come in and be elite. And Damian Martinez is a guy that doesn't have a whole lot of eligibility. I think maybe 2 years of eligibility would look to come in and probably be a one-and-done business trip trying to get to the NFL. No buzz there. But hearing Brent Hubbs say, I'm not really where I was at on this 2 weeks ago. So maybe Tennessee does look to take a running back. They did shut down AP, and Brent Hubbs both shut down Dallin Hayden. Man, and I just think that guy would be picture perfect. Obviously following in his daddy's footsteps, coming to the University of Tennessee, but does not sound like that is going to be an option. But you're telling me there's a chance that Tennessee could look to add a running back. I wanted to jump on here and make a quick video this morning. I thought a couple of interesting things that came up in the Monday night chat that were worth talking about, and then transfer portal season officially kicks off today. What are your guys' thoughts on the running back position? What do you think Tennessee is going to add? What do you think they are going to lose in the transfer portal? Smash a thumbs up on the way out the door. I would greatly appreciate it. Go check out the Talkin VAWLS merchandise. You can go to bonfire.com/store Talkin VAWLS. That link is also down in the description below. Shout out to you members of the channel for allowing me to do this. If you're not a member, you want to support this channel, you like the videos, the content, the live streams, whatever it is you like about this channel, if you hit that join button down below, you can contribute $1. That's all we're asking, $1 a month. You get custom Talkin VAWLS emojis, access to fan call-in shows, all kinds of fun perks and benefits. But again, more importantly, you are supporting this channel for the fans, by the fans. Appreciate you guys tuning in. That's going to do it for this one. I don't think this is going to be the last video of the day. I think we got some more news coming. But this is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.